Hey guys, Joe here, and here we are to talk about the Street Fighter star, Ryu, or however you want to say it. Now just to note, these are my opinions and opinions of others that have made written guides. Sorry if I give you any false information, and if I do happen to give you that or any false wording or such, especially since this is a brand new character, make sure to tell me in the comment section below, and tell me any extra combos that you know, tell me any extra stuff that you know, and try to help everybody out. This is a very new character, so I'll of course miss some stuff, and if you can help everybody out, that'll be a great deal of fun, just in the comment section below. Ryu is actually a very good character. He is a combo-based character that is also a good character for killing. He has a very good spacing move, and he just has he has it all. He has a pretty good recovery, and he has a counter. He has very fast moves, he has slow moves, and one of the cool things about Ryu is that you can press any direction of tilts or jabs or whatever, and if you quickly tap the button, it'll do one variation, and if you hold the button, it will do a second variation. Normally, when the tap version will just be like a combo starter, and then the hold version will just be a combo ender. He's really cool, he has a lot of combos. Now, he is extremely hard to play, or to play well. He's kind of easy to play badly, but to play him well, and to actually get all your combos going, he's very hard to play. I would not recommend this for any noob. If you are getting straight into this game, do not try to give him a try, and if you do, just kind of spam. I don't really know. It's really hard to play this character if you aren't very good at the game, so give other people a try, get a little bit better at the game, and then you can go on to the Ryu later on. Ryu has one of the stronger dash attacks in the game. Now, that's not saying that it's way too good, but it is one of the stronger ones. It comes out very fast. It hits people that are trying to dodge roll really easily because it lasts very long, and it can actually be used as a kill move. Now, it cannot be a combo starter, and it really can't be a combo breaker, but you can get some easy damage, and it pretty much puts the opponent into a lot of hit stun, so they really can't hit you back if you do happen to hit this dash attack. So, of course, with all Ryu moves, he has two jab attacks, which are pretty cool. Both are actually decent. Both are kind of combo starters or combo enders, or whatever you want to say. So the first one is just a triple jab. You'll be pressing a very fast little tapping jab, and it'll just hit the opponent 3 times. It'll be very good. Now you can actually use this triple jab out of a neutral air or out of a down air. Maybe out of a forward air. You can try to do a down throw, down air, or neutral air into a jab attack, and that will be pretty good. Also, you can do this off of your down or up tilt, rapidly pressing the A button. So it's an okay jab, and the second version of this jab is just a little roundhouse type kick. It'll hit the opponent pretty far. It's a really good get off the move. It comes out pretty fast. Of course, it will not kill because it is pretty much just another jab, but it's pretty good. Also, you can combo these two jabs together and make a very strong jab. His forward tilt has 2 different modes. Now, the first mode is the quick jabbing mode, but this is one of my least favorite quick jabbing modes in the entire game, and by that game I mean Ryu. So with this, you'll be pressing A really fast, and it'll just kind of do a little kick. It'll be similar to your jab kick, where you're holding jab, but it's a little bit worse. It doesn't really combo. It can be used as a get off me move, but I really like his jab one better, so, you know, whatever. But the second version of this, where you hold side tilt, is very, very strong. So when you do this, it'll do a little small hit. It will be really close to Ryu, but it can be used to kill, and the best part about this move is that it goes through their shield like a ton. If their shield is pretty much hurt at all, it'll break their shield, and then of course after you break their shield, you can go for your attacks. If you know that the opponent is going to shield, you can go for this, and especially for someone like Jigglypuff, you'll be able to break the shield and then just kill them. Very, very strong move, and it's a very good read. Now, his up tilt does have 2 modes, pretty much like all of his other ones. So, the first mode is, of course, the rapidly jabbing one, where he'll just hit quite a few times. Now, sometimes it has a little weird hitbox where it can hit behind him somewhat, which doesn't make any sense at all because it's in front of him, but whatever. But if you do hit this attack, it'll just be a nice little jab, jab, jab combo type of thing, but above his head, of course, it's up tilt. And then you can hold the button, of course, like you always can, for a little longer hit that can be used as a kill move and can just be used to combo off of your up jab, the quick tapping jab version. Now, the thing is that the tapping jab is very strong because it can combo into like regular jab and all this other stuff. But the holding version of your up tilt is not very good. Way too much because it doesn't really combo into way too much, and it's just not quite as strong. A lot of the time, I would recommend that you go for the quick, rapidly pressing up tilt instead of the hold up tilt. The first version of his down tilt, which is the rapidly jabbing version, is similar to his up tilt, but with a lot more range. It just goes really far, and it'll hit the opponent. It'll go underneath their shield and kind of shield poke them quite a bit, so it's very strong in that way. Also, you can go down tilt into jab, or you can go down tilt into trying to get a grab, or you can go down tilt into forward tilt, the version where you hold it for a long time, or you can go down tilt into the second version of down tilt, which is of course the holding version, which is just a little stronger kick. The stronger kick isn't way too good, but is actually okay because you can combo it, of course, off the easy little small jab version. So overall, down tilt's a very good move. The really fast rapid jab move is probably the best, but the slower hit is still decent. Now we're off to a side smash, which only has 1 variant, so it's a lot easier to talk about. So his side smash is a decent move. It comes out pretty fast, it has a decent amount of hitbox, and it does actually kill the opponent at a okay percent, about 120%, which is pretty good. Now you can actually combo this off a few of his moves. Sometimes you can combo it off of Nare, sometimes you can combo it off of down air. It really depends on the percent of the opponents, and this is what you'll really have to learn is Ryu. All of his moves, kind of weird, they have to combo at certain percents. You'll really have to learn this character if you want to do all of them. But it's an okay smash attack, it'll kill pretty early, and it's probably one of his better smash attacks. Now the down smash is probably one of his least favorite smash attacks, at least one of my least favorite smash attacks out of all of his. Of course you can combo this out of down tilt, which is pretty okay. Like the down smash out of down tilt is okay. This hits the opponent quite horizontally, but the problem about it is that it really doesn't kill as early as side smash, and it has close to the same hitbox. It doesn't really hit way too far behind you, so overall I would recommend to go for side smash a lot more than down smash, because down smash really just is like a worse version of side smash in a lot of ways. But side smash does seem to come out a little bit faster, and hits closer to Ryu, so you can use it if the opponent is very close to you, or if you just want a faster version of side smash. Now his up smash is the final smash, of course. Now a very good thing about the smash is that you can go the jab up tilt into up smash. Now the opponent can sometimes DI away, so you won't be able to hit this, but at most percents they actually can't, so you can go for the up smash out of the up tilt, which is very strong. Also, it's a very good read move. It'll hit the opponent straight up, it'll kill them pretty early. It kills them about the same range as the Shuriken, so you know, it's a decent move. I would recommend that you use this up smash quite a bit. It's one of my favorite smashes out of him, because you can do, of course, a running up smash, or you can just go for the Nare up smash like you can do with all your other smashes. So down throw is definitely his best throw. Now the thing about this throw is that it'll combo at about 0 to 50%. After that you can get a little bit of read combos with your Hadouken, but yeah, it doesn't really combo way too much after 50%. But if you can get a good jab into grab combo early on, it'll be good. You can jab into grab, and then, or down tilt into grab, or up tilt into grab, whatever, and then you can go for either a forward air, sometimes you can go for a forward tilt and hit them, sometimes you can go for an air, or a down air, and try to just continue the combos. He has a lot of weird combos, which I'll be trying to show on the screen. It's very weird to use this down throw. Now the problem about the down throw is sometimes it'll throw them in a weird direction that really doesn't make any sense, and then you can't hit them, or it'll just throw them way too far away if they're DIing, or if you have too much percent. If you are at around 60 or 70% and the opponent is at 0, you'll still have a little bit of rage, which can make your down throw hard to hit any attacks out of. So really, you'll want to be using this at the early parts of the game, about 0 to like 60%, but after that, a lot of times it just won't be quite as useful, which does make Ryu not the best as far as throwing. Now to talk about his forward throw. So his forward throw really doesn't have way too much about it. There's not really anything special, it doesn't really combo anything. You can try to go for a Hadouken after, but of course it can dodge it. Overall, I'd say go for down throw instead of forward throw. So his up throw is more like an up kick, which will hit the opponent way into the sky. It kills at about 140 to 190. It really depends on the character. It's kind of weird, also depends on what stage you're on. But it's similar to the new Roy up throw or Mark's up throw, and it's an okay kill throw. It's pretty much his only kill throw, but really it's not too great of a kill throw, but at least he has one, so you know, at least he has one. Now his back throw is very similar to his forward throw. It really doesn't have way too much combos out of it, and it's just really not all that great. You can use this to try to throw the opponent off a cliff, so then you can edge guard them, which Ryu is pretty good at. But overall, you should really be going for the down throw, or at least the up throw at very high percentage for the kills, because this really isn't a good kill throw. Now just to say, all of Ryu's aerial moves actually only have one version, so that'll actually be really nice to know, nice to talk about. Now, do not get confused thinking that they have two, they only have one, but let's go right over this Nare. Still, the nice thing about the Nare is that you can use it pretty much whenever. You can just kind of throw it out. A lot of times it will hit the opponent near the ground or just make them fall near you, so then you can go into an up tilt or into a down tilt or into a jab, of course. Maybe you can go into a grab. It's kind of similar to Lucas's if you're kind of used to that from playing Lucas, or yeah, pretty much like Lucas, where it can hit the opponent down. It is a half decent one. A lot of the times I will go for some down air because it hits the opponent in a little better angle, but you can throw this out. It does come out pretty fast, and if you are being comboed, you can also press this move and spam it, and it'll hit the opponent out just like you do. His forward air at first glance may not seem way too good because it really doesn't combo into anything, but a really nice thing about his forward air is that it hits the opponent and will give them a ton of hit stun, does very high damage, and has huge knockback, so it can be used actually edge guard very well because you can hit your opponent, they'll be stunned for a little bit, and then it'll give you time to get back onto the stage and get ready to do another forward air or to do a down air. It is very good at that. Also, you can kind of just throw these out so you don't have way too much lag, so you can just throw them out running around the stage. It's kind of like one of your spacing moves, this and back air. So if you do want some spacing, or if you just want to edge guard the opponent very easily, go for some forward airs and back airs. They'll put a lot of hit stun on the opponent, and they really can't do way too much if you happen to hit them. His down air, in my opinion, is similar to his neutral air, except for that I use this quite a bit more. It does start up a lot later, but it does pretty much the same thing. But this will hit them a lot more to the ground and can get them stuck in the ground, so you can call them easier at certain percents. Some percents it'll hit them back in the sky, so it can be kind of sucky in that way. But you'll be using this a very similar way to neutral air, not exactly the same. So you'll be using this to just hit the opponent on the ground, and then go for, once again, your normal combos like soft down tilt, soft down tilt, soft down tilt, into the hard down tilt, or just do anything like that. It'll be able to get some high damage, some high combos. Also, a really nice thing about this is that it is an amazing spike if it does hit. If you kill the opponent around 30%, it'll spike them at that much and just immediately kill them. It does have a pretty terrible hitbox compared to a lot of other spikes, but if you happen to hit it, your opponent will just be dead. His up air, once again at first glance, may not seem way too good. The hitbox is pretty small, and by pretty small I mean really small, kind of similar to the Nare. But one really nice thing about this is that you can actually juggle with the opponent. You can go one up air, wait for them to fall a little bit, and go another up air. It's not like 100% juggling like using Mario, but you know, it can hit the opponent many times, especially on stages with platforms, which Ryu is pretty good on. Now, a really nice thing about this is that it's actually a kill move in the air, and if you're on a place like Battlefield, or if you're in a place just similar to that, maybe Smashville, you can kill the opponent off the top very, very quickly. Also, you can go down throw into up air at certain percents and get some really nice damage, some really nice combos. You can also weirdly pull the opponent towards the ground if you use up air at the right time, but it's really weird, really hard to use, and doesn't have way too much usage. So I wouldn't think about that way too much. If you want a good kill move in the air though, or if you just want some nice damage, or if you just want a combo off your up tilt, your soft up tilt, then up air will be decent. Now his back air is pretty much like his forward air, puts a ton of hit stun, does a lot of damage. This one comes out a little bit slower, but it's not ridiculously slow, and it'll just do, you know, the high damage, the high hit stun. You should use this once again to edge guard, or you can just use it all around the stage, just try to get some space, pretty much like a forward air, but on the back, and does a little bit more damage with a little bit more. Now, with all of his special moves, you can actually use them by pressing the A button. You can kind of roll your finger from the left to the right with this to do the Hadouken, or you can just press the B button. Now, if you use it with the A button, it will do more damage, and it will be better. And pretty much it's better in every single way. It does higher damage, higher knockback, and it's just a lot better. But if you are brand new to this character, I would not recommend to ever try to do that. It's very hard, and just wouldn't recommend it. But what you can do with this is start at the very bottom middle of your controller stick, and then go to the right, kind of roll it around the bottom, and it'll do a Hadouken, or you can start at the very left of your control stick, and go all the way to the right, and then press A, and then it'll do the fiery Hadouken, and this is depending if you're facing right, otherwise it'll have to be flipped. This is very confusing, and there are a lot of guides on especially how to do this. I would definitely recommend you do one of those, because it's really hard to tell you how to do it. But some things that you can actually do with this move, just the normal Hadouken by pressing B, which is pretty much what I'll be talking about, is you can go down throw into your neutral air, or you can do that, go down throw into neutral air or down air, and then go for some up tilts, and then you can actually go for a forward tilt, and then you can go for the Hadouken. Now, the Hadouken will do okay damage. It's a really good spacing move. You can just keep your opponent far. And a really nice thing about this is that it applies a ton of pressure, and it can stop people like Link in their tracks, because right after your Hadouken's gone, you can send out another one. Now, when I'm talking about that, you cannot send out another Hadouken until the first Hadouken is gone, but hopefully you won't be spamming these Hadouken way too much. You should be using Hadoukens a lot, and this is a lot of times saying Hadouken. So, yeah, you should be using Hadoukens. It's a very strong move, and the fire Hadouken will hit the opponent multiple times, while the regular one will just hit them once, and they can both use to edge guard pretty well. So with side B, of course, it does have a second way. Now, if you're facing right, all you have to do is roll your controller from the right half to the left, and then it'll just make you spin forwards. It does a little bit more damage and a little bit more knockback, just like all the other ones, but really this one only does like 1% more, so it's not really worth it. While the Hadouken will actually do twice as much damage as the fire version, or 2 more. So this one really isn't quite as worth it to do that. But a really nice thing about this move is that you can use it for horizontal recovery. It will just spin you around, it'll hit the opponent, you can actually kill them. But you can use it as a horizontal recovery because it will actually make you fly up into the air. So it's pretty strong in that way, and it can just help you get back onto the stage. It's really just a recovery move, or you can try to use this off of your soft forward tilt or your soft down tilt or up tilt as a part of your combo. Overall, a very strong combo and just recovery heavy move. Now with his up B, this one is the very hard one to do. You have to roll your little control stick from the bottom left all the way right and then up. That's at least how I do it. Now there is different controls how you exactly do it, but that's just how I happen to do it. If you do that version, it'll do Shrin Huludukin, I don't even know how you say it, or Shoryuken. So it'll hook the opponent even more into the air. It's a better kill move that way. But normally I just use the regular Shoryuken, and it'll just hit you up into the air. It'll kill the opponent, it'll give you a nice recovery, it goes pretty high. And you should always try to save your jump though, because you can jump and then up B, and you can recover almost from the very bottom of the stage. It's an overall good recovery, it's a good strong move. You can use this out of a down throw for a kill move, or just randomly in the air. It's a good kill move, a good recovery move, overall just very strong. So his down B is very similar to a counter. The opponent hits you once, you take the damage, or you don't take it, you take the hit, and then you hit them. So it's very good if you want to counter a smash attack if you get a good read on a smash. But a problem about this is that it's a little bit worse than a counter in a lot of sense, because if the opponent does hit you with a multi-hit move, it'll just break right through it. So really, you want to use this a lot when people are smashing, or when you can guess that they're about to smash. Now something you can do out of this, you can down B and then press right, and then you'll just get out of your down B, and this can help you recover a little bit. And something that you can also do is you can down B, and right as they hit you, you can also press the direction that they hit you from, and then you'll run up, you do a little smash attack, you'll hurt them. It's overall a pretty good move. I won't be saying that we'll be using this a lot, but you might be using it to recover a little bit, and you might be using this for the hard reads, because it does completely block at least one smash attack, so it can be useful. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I know that this was a little bit confusing because Ryu was really hard to talk about. I wanted it to be one of the shorter guides, because a lot of people don't want to sit in through a whole guide about Ryu, or I can make this like 40 minutes long if I really wanted to. But I hope that you learned something. I would recommend that after you've watched this guide, that you should look up some guides on the internet of how you can use your stronger version or stronger variants of your B moves. That's very important to learn. And also, exactly all your combos. I went over some simple combos, but he has some ridiculously hard to pull off combos. I would look those up on Smashboard, look up Ryu and some of his combos. I could not explain those. Those are way too hard for me, way too long, but if you do want to happen to be the best Ryu on the planet, then you can do that. Make sure to vote in the comment section below who you want for next week, and if you did ever get to the end of this video, say Street Fighter 2 hype, because this was a really nice character. I really like this character, he's really fun to play. I think if you're a mid to high level player, you can play him. If you're mid level, you won't be doing quite as well, but you'll still be having a lot of fun, and if you're high level, of course you'll be wrecking those moves, because this guy is just very, very strong. If you want high power character, a fast character, a good character with a spacing move, then this will be the character for you.